Today is day 9. It's so helpful to know the days of NaNoWriMo because I match the days of the month. Of course I do. So today I done my writing in the morning. I woke up at like 7:30, not that early because it's the weekend. But what I've discovered is that I hit what should have been my midpoint. So I hit 40,000 words total in my manuscript. If you're not familiar, I started writing this, I already had 20,000 words when I started Nano. So I haven't written 40,000 words in a month. At November 9th already, I've written 20,000. So that's what I have. I hit my halfway point, what should have been my midpoint, and I'm not actually at my midpoint. So what has happened is that I've reached the midpoint. This is the point in which somebody is supposed to die. It's a haunted house book. The house is supposed to kill someone, and I'm nowhere. Nobody is ready for anyone to die right now. It would be all the characters would freak out. They would be like, what the hell? Even more. So originally what I thought was that I would increase the word count to 85,000 or 90,000 words and thus increase my NaNoWriMo goal from 60K for the month to 70 or 65K for the month. And I did that and it made me panic. So, because it was just it was too much. 60,000 is already a bigger goal to begin with. And that's already maxed out for me, really. If my goal is more than 2,000 words a day, I freak right out. So it's just it's not going to work. So what I've decided to do is I think I can push to the midpoint with one chapter. So I'm going to have one chapter where something super freaky, well, some freaky stuff has already happened, but where something super, super freaky in the house happens. And that is where I think, and then after that, the next chapter, the next set of people, that's when somebody's going to die, essentially. And it shouldn't be too jarring, but I was that's for revisions. So when I go in and do revisions, I'll edit all the earlier chapters so that the tension is adjusted throughout, so that it builds a little bit more naturally to this point where this murder happens. So it's not that big of a deal when it actually happens. So that's what I'm going to do because that's kind of the only thing I can do at this point. So that's how it's going to go. Sometimes I really am in touch with how much of a plancer I am. I feel like such a true plancer. So I plotted everything with the Save the Cat beats, of course. And then I've reached midpoint. And of course, everything I've planned from the middle of the book is no longer relevant. Because while writing, I've really kind of discovered more about my character and really what their kind of goals really are. I was supposed to have this whole monster. There was supposed to be a monster. There's no monster anymore. The monster was supposed to show up ages ago, and then I was like, nah, I don't like that. And so now it's gone, and I've just continued writing. I always mean to go back and re-edit my whole plotting structure, but I never do. I just end up kind of pantsing along, and then the subplots will stay vaguely the same, kind of, and then really what will actually be the same will be the ending that I've already planned. So then this is just true plancer style to me. I plotted out the beginning a lot. I followed that pretty much to a T. I've gotten to the middle, everything has fallen apart. I have restructured everything in my head, and I've written none of that down. I'm just keeping it in my head and going along as it were. And I honestly think it's better. I think the monster was a little melodramatic, to be quite honest, and now I'm happy that I don't have a monster anymore. Because I really hadn't thought it out very well. Even though I plotted it, it wasn't structurally thought out very well. And it's kind of weird for my character. And now the way I've I added a big twist, and it's just it's changed so many things. And it's also changed a bunch of character personalities, and so now everything is kind of different, but it's okay because I still know what I'm gonna do, even though I don't have it written down everywhere. So plancer styles, plancers can relate, I'm sure. In an area that says no loitering, so maybe they'll get mad at me, but I'll film this real quick. So I'm just going to the Toronto Regional meetup for NaNoWriMo to do a write-in. It's at the Wattpad offices. So I'm gonna head in there and like do some writing. I'm gonna be going with Kes, who's also in the Toronto Writers group, and maybe also Fallon, who's also in the group. She might be there as well. But it's gonna be really cool. The Wattpad offices are super nice. I'm not sure if they're gonna let me film in there. I'm gonna ask. But they're really nice offices, and I've never gone to a regional NaNoWriMo event, so I'm excited to see how it is. I'm in my Tigger onesie because I'm working from home, and this is what I wear when I'm working from home. I'm honestly just shocked that I look this put together, quite honestly. Today's day, what day is it? 13. So I woke up early, semi-early-ish to write. I made the mistake of updating my iOS right before I was going to write. I don't know why I thought it was going to be fast. It wasn't fast at all. Anyway, I still wrote. Last night I went to that NaNoWriMo write-in. That's the first one I've ever been to ever. And it was so funny. I actually ran into a woman that I had gone to high school with, and we had been in the same writing club in high school for 1 year. She had moved away after that year. And I do remember being in the writing club and being like, I wonder where she went. And so I like met her today at this NaNoWriMo meetup. It was really funny. Anyway, I'm doing really well on my word count. I am like quite ahead, which is good. I really like to be ahead. I'm still writing 2,000 words a day, even though which was my goal to do every day to reach the 60,000 words at the end of NaNoWriMo. I'm still doing it now, even though I'm ahead, because I always worry that I'm gonna get to the end of NaNoWriMo and I'm not actually gonna be done, that I'm gonna need more words than I thought I would. And so I prefer to just continue writing more than I need to be sure that I'm actually going to be done by the end of NaNoWriMo. But I'm feeling good about it. I'm really liking the story a lot. I'm feeling really excited about it, which is always great. I always feel so excited in the drafting stage before anyone has seen it and is able to tell me, oh God, when it's just me looking at it, and I'm so excited about it. I can feel that I'm rushing things a bit. My first half of my second act was a little bit too long, took a little bit too much time establishing, so now I can tell I'm kind of rushing because she'll she had to go to school, and I was and then I went to school and the day just passed by so quickly, and then we went home and then we went to investigate this thing. And this is what happens when I write in school scenes, and I don't actually like writing school scenes. But I still think it's going to come together. That's all stuff that I can fix later. So things are really ramping up. I finally did my murder, which I'm so excited. Yay, killing people. Probably shouldn't have that on the internet. That's probably not going to reflect well on me. Anyway, I did the murder that was supposed to happen in the book. So Midpoint officially reached at nearly 50,000 out of 80,000 words. It was supposed to happen 10,000 words ago, but that is what editing is for. So I'm feeling really good about how things are going. My ColourPop order came, so I thought I would show everyone as part of my vlog. And if you don't care about makeup and you only want to hear about books, then I guess you can just skip forward. But I think it's kind of fun. This little box. I'm so excited. I don't usually order from ColourPop because even though they're a Canadian company, all their stuff ships from LA. And sometimes it makes me second guess if they're a Canadian company, but they are, because their name is ColourPop and it's spelled with a U. If that wasn't indication enough. But anyway, it's not made in Canada, and it says made in LA on the box. That's where it's made. So that's why it has to ship from the US, and that's why I have to be charged extra. Cute. It's very cute. It is somewhat paper wasteful, but it is very cute. I wanted to buy like cruelty-free and like that sort of makeup, and I really I went into Sephora and it was just like, they said it was cruelty-free and they were like, oh yeah, this will say on the label, and then I couldn't find it saying anything like that on the label, and then I was just like, I can't tell, and so I was like, you know what, I'll just buy it from ColourPop. This is one of the lippy sticks. So that's it. It's like a darkish red, and then I got this one, which is also a darkish red, but not as dark as the other one. That's my foundation. It looks a little light, but we'll see. This is like a jelly eyeshadow, it's called. It has a little seal on top for right now. I won't take it off because I can't. I thought it was more gold. It's looking a little more pinky, but I'll make it work somehow. And then this is the peach palette. It's just super cute. These are actually like very light colors, but I think I'll still use them. Oh, one is like very sparkly. So there's that, and it has a mirror inside, which is nice. And then this is the eyeshadow palette. Do you like how quickly I forgot that this thing was here, even though I just opened that one and clearly knew that something like that was gonna be there? Anyway, and that's all I got. Is officially, well, not quite officially, but it is basically the end of 2 weeks of NaNoWriMo. Yeah, pretty much like halfway there. Well, almost halfway there. It'll be halfway there when it's the 15th. But like 2 weeks have passed. I just finished my writing for the morning. I did a little bit less than normal today. I don't know why. I like feel a little bit extra tired. I did go to bed a little bit later than I was supposed to. But yeah, I feel a little bit tired and my writing was a little bit slower. Because of how much I've overwritten, I actually only need to do about 1,600 words per day to hit my goal of 60,000 by the end of the month. But I still like trying to do 2,000 words every day anyway. So what is happening, so Kevin from Kevlandia and Laura from Laura Writes are doing a live write-in tonight. This is one of the few nights I've like missed the last couple because I keep having things to do Thursday night. But this night I'm available, and so I'm gonna tune into that, and I think that'll help me get to the 2,000 words because I only need to write 400 more, and I think during a like 2-hour write-in I should be able to get 400 words in, and then I'll be caught up, and that will be the more official end of 2 weeks of NaNoWriMo for me, which will be great. Thank you so much for watching this week 2 NaNoWriMo vlog. How are you doing in Nano? Please comment and let me know how things are going for you, your ups and your downs. Also on Tuesday, I posted a video, another NaNoWriMo tips video, so you can check that out over here. And yeah, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed to me already, please subscribe. This whole NaNoWriMo November, on Tuesdays, I'm going to be posting NaNoWriMo tips to help you out. And then on Fridays, I'll have my weekly vlogs, plus a special wrap-up video on November 30th, which is my birthday. And thanks so much for watching. Bye.